Hey everyone, and welcome back to the X-Ring. So this was the weekend of the Positional Punisher put on by Chris Simmons at Old Fort, North Carolina at VOD. This was not a PRS sanctioned match because of some of the targets that were concealed, that you had to shoot a spinner to, expose some of the targets. But this was the first time I have shot the Bergara B14 in competition. This is the trainer. It does have the carbon fiber barrel in 18 inches. I didn't do so well. Up to this far with the Voodoo, the worst finish I've had so far in any match has been 6th place. I did finish in 10th place today, and I did not shoot poorly. It was just the match was that difficult, and there were a lot of shots that I missed that I normally would not have missed with the Voodoo. Now, I'm not trying to hate on Bergara or anything else. A big shout out to those guys for being such a big sponsor for PRS Rimfire as well as PRS Centerfire. I'm very, very appreciative that I was able to win this rifle. At least the barrel to action, the rifle itself, the chassis needed to be upgraded. And then to also be fair, I ran the exact same setup that I normally run in the Voodoo. The Voodoo is all for repairs, the chassis is all for repairs. So while it was down, I figured I would try to do this. To date, I've got close to 2,000 rounds on this, and I've done that in a little over a week with a ton of different ammunition, everything from Cinerex to Ely 10X to Polar, you name it, I've shot it through here, and ultimately I settled for Ely ammunition. It was the best groups, but I still struggled today with hitting a lot of smaller targets. Now remember, this was the toughest match I've ever shot. This is actually Chris saying it at the match.
I named it the Punisher for a reason, and it'll live up to the name.
Now guys, he was not lying at all. There were 102 possible targets, with a lot of possible zero out stages, meaning that if you missed the first shot, you were done. You got one shot. As you continued on, and I don't mean a KYL rack, what I mean is you would have, let's say, 10 targets and you would shoot until you missed. At that point, your stage was done. So if you only hit the second target, that's it. You got 2 points and you were finished. A lot of positions, very, very tough match. Smallest target arrays I've ever seen in my life. So out of the 102 possible points, the first place finisher hit 59 of them. 59 points out of 102. That shows you how difficult this match was. It was all 90-second timeouts, no tripods, no anything. We had positional shooting, offhand, unsupported, kneeling, sitting, prone, all of that, where the only thing you could use was a sling. So as far as the setup, so that you guys know, I am shooting the exact same setup. I'm using the XLR Industries JV MV Pro. The only difference with this was the new and improved butt stock on the end, which doesn't do anything for the 22. You'll also notice this does have that 18-inch carbon fiber barrel. It does have the Trigger Tech Diamond in here as well, the 2-stage. It does have the Burris XTR3, the same optic I've been using with the Spur and the LRA MV3. So it was an apples to apples comparison when it comes to equipment. Now, as far as the bipod, I used a combination of a couple different things depending on the stage. And I'm not ragging on Bergara, but I'm just saying I did not shoot as well in this match using this firearm as I normally do with the Voodoo. So if you're trying to compete at that top level, I will tell you, like the top 3 finishers were all shooting Voodoos, and one of them occasionally shoots a CZ. So if those are your options, you might want to look at, a CZ or a Voodoo as well, depending on what you're wanting to do with it. You still can be very competitive. Top 10 out of 60, that's still a great finish. But if you're wanting to get into that, top 3, top 5, you might have to step it up. That's just for the carbon barrel. One of the things I noticed is based on temperature, I got a lot of vertical dispersion from my zeros at 50 yards. Maybe this is something that you struggle with your Bergara if you have a carbon barrel. If I had it to do over again, I probably would have waited and just told them I wanted a steel barrel. But yeah, this carbon lacks a little bit of what I'm looking for. The accuracy just wasn't there of what I'm used to out of the steel barrels, even comparing it to the CZ455, which I had rebarreled. As far as feeding, it fed flawlessly. If I had it to do over again, what I'd do is have this thing rebarreled, put a steel barrel in it, and then shoot it, because the action and the magazines were great. Big shout out to Bill Sweeney. A lot of the stages were 12-round stages. All I had was 10 rounders, and with that 90-second par time with up to like 10 different positions, most people were timing out before they ever got to that 8th or 9th or 10th target. So that is my evaluation of it. I think it is a great, great rifle. I think it can be very competitive. But I would opt for the steel barrel. I would not go with the carbon. and play around with a lot of different ammunitions. I know I had to, and it's been a great rifle. I'm very, very glad that I was able to win it. But just to let you know and to follow up, here's some match footage if you want to check it out. All right, guys, we're out here at VOD. They're saying it's going to be the toughest match of the year we've ever shot. I've heard that before, and it looks like it's going to be tough. Shooting the Bergara right off the bat, the 50-yard zero, it was 2 inches high, 1 inch to the left. Had to make a correction on that for the zero range. I don't know how it's going to go today. I'm just going to have fun, and we'll see. It's definitely not what I'm used to shooting. All right, we're getting ready to get started. Shooters meeting. The zero was horrible. Couldn't even hit the target. See how today goes. All right, guys, first stage, Fletcher. Black KYL up here. Yeah, it's black. It's tough to see. Basically, you get 1 round, far left. Then you go to the middle, 6 rounds. Then right wing, 1 round. Hey guys, so this is a really tough stage we're starting off of. It's got a tire that moves. I think the highest score so far has been like 4, and that's from Pierce out of 8. So we'll see what happens.
Ready? Good. Stand by. Go. Hit. 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 Hit.
Good environment. Go to live. Perfect.
Stand by. Go. Yes. Stand by. Go.
Further right. Look at the coyote with your eyeballs. There you go.
Hit. Hit.
Open the bolt. Once you do that, open the bolt. Get rid of it. Watch your angle.
One minute.
Take your time. Make hits.
Hit. Hit.
Nice. Just go prone. You'll be fine. Groundhog, adjust your dope. Nice.
Hit. 25 seconds.
Same thing, make the squats count. Did you put your dope in?
Oh, shoot.
1-7.
5.
4, 3, 2. It's all right. Not bad. Great job.
I thought you were shooting the other rifle today.
This is Bergara.
Oh, you got the chassis to.
Yeah, I had another chassis, but whatever.
No suppressor.
No suppressor.
All right.
Change my mind.
Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. Go. Hit. Hit.
My bipod's getting longer. Oh crap.
30.
That would help.
Hit.
How much time?
15. Hit. Hit. 3 seconds left.
So right now, Ray thinks I'm videoing him shooting, but I'm not.
Shoot ready.
6 rudders.
Hey. Stand by. Go.
What's up, buddy?
You ready?
I think so. The Bergara's holding in there. The problem is that I noticed with this ammo is a lot of vertical dispersion. I didn't have much luck at 300 out of the range. So we'll see what happens here, see if it goes up and down. Holding about 1.5 mils left for wind. See what happens. We got Crottom shooting now. It's tough.
The wind's not even crazy. It's just tough to read right now.
Yeah. Is this the hardest match you've ever shot? Look right there. Yeah, it's very challenging, guys. A lot of positions, a lot of moving, a lot of distance, a lot of wind. All right, guys, this next one is like stupid tough. It's a slanted roof line, and you have 12 targets out there. But the minute you miss, you're done. So the very first one's at 50 yards, and you can't. There it is. The very first one's at 50 yards, and it's right there, and then 73. But like I said, one miss. It's the IPSCs that go all the way out to 400. One miss. That's it. You're done.
Go.
Done.
Unload and show clear.
Good. Goose egg club. It's getting bigger.
We got 2 standing, little tiny target. Just get it kind of close and. Leave it open, go to kneeling. Just drop to a knee, sit on your foot. And further left, it's just to the right of that last one. Just maybe hold a little left edge. Hold center, left edge. There it is. Same thing. Alright, so we're getting our butts handed to us. The last stage, I think like 5 of us zeroed out. Now this one's offhand, 2 standing, 2 kneeling, 2 sitting, 2 prone. No bipod, no anything. So I'm gonna try to incorporate a sling here. We'll see what happens. What's the worst that'll happen? Accidentally hit a target. So most people left. I think they were disgusted. It's the hardest match we've ever shot.
Karate chopper. If you want to come karate chop Chris, I will take the picture of that. Hey, I think you should give free stuff away to somebody that actually cleaned the stage, because no one in our group cleaned anything.
Did anybody clean the stage?
Does anyone clean the stage?
Someone did. Not me.
Clean my underwear.
They left already.
Cleaned it with a sweat.
What'd you think about this match? Compared to all the other matches you've shot?
Anyone here clean stage?
It was tough.
No one even cleaned the stage.
I'd say it's
Almost
the
60
hardest
shooters.
one.
Hardest match? Josh?
Hardest match ever shot.
Yeah.
That's like hitting lollipops at 350 yards.
Easiest match you ever shot?
Absolutely not. Even without any wind.
I got a 2.
I got a 1.
Now, Dick, this was your first PRS rimfire match.
Yeah.
It was a little humbling, wasn't it?
Yeah, no. No.
No?
I think I might go back to ARs.
Oh, jeez.
Say cheese.
You shot a lot of matches. What'd you think about this match?
Hardest match I've ever shot.
There you go.
Nice, top senior.
55. Just lay that a little bit more.
Top lady and top junior, Miss Ella.
Whoa! Get it.
Go ahead and do them both.
Two.
Get to build her a trophy room.
You need a Liberty Precision t-shirt. All right, you ready? Awesome, good job.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Top production.
Where's Josh at?
No, I didn't. It's not open.
Oh, you should.
Mr. Barney
Ooh.
Hood.
Oh,
Barney!
33. Third overall in a tie between Donald Traub and Ben Blevins. They both had 54. So what I've done was a reverse stage count. So I went to stage 10. Whoever had the highest score, that won the tiebreaker. So Ben had a 4 and Donald had a 3.
Can you pick a different stage?
Third place was the Ben.
good job.
I told you. Overall, John Cole.
Yeah. Congrats, John.
Big job.
Good shooting.
It was hard. Son, it was hard. It was beyond hard, dude.
First overall, Greg Myrick with a 59.
Yeah, good job.
He shot after I did. I gave him all the win calls all day.
All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed a little bit of that footage. Big shout out to Chris Simmons and all the guys that won the match. First, second, third place, John Cole, those guys were not shooting lights out. Big congratulations to Josh Thomas. He shot open division and actually did really well at this match in shooting it. I mean, he did an outstanding job. Big shout out to all the match directors and the ROs. Without the ROs, I know George was our RO for this match, and without those guys, man, it would make the matches so much more difficult. So big thanks to those guys. Guys, if you haven't shot a rimfire match, might want to look into it. It's a lot of fun. I think you'll really enjoy it. Hope you guys have a great week. We will talk to you soon. Have a good one.